Dick, I want to end by asking you about a column that you wrote in November. And the thing that I think I admire the most about you, and I admire so much about you, is how you really have taken the blessings that you have in life and this incredible platform that you have, being a celebrity and this microphone that you have, to affect change in ways. We all know you're an absolute warrior in the fight against cancer, but you wrote a column in November about bullying. And you talked about your experiences growing up. You mentioned losing sight in your left eye. You poked yourself in the eye with a pencil when you're about 4 or 5 years old. You grew up being teased. You wrote about being teased by parents in Little League. Can you see the plate and all that, and how much that affected you. I guess my question to you would be is, what did you see or hear or read that triggered that in your mind, that kind of connect? Because you said you never thought of that as bullying, but it's such a big topic, and my kids are aware of it, and thank God we're more aware of this. But you had to see or hear or read something that triggered that in your mind, that you made the connection, and you said, I got to write about that.
Well, because I'm talking to a lot of people, right? Where my daughters talk a number of times about school situations where kids bullied because of today with the cell phones, pictures of kids in the locker room, and then spread them around, rumors. And there was a story sitting talking about how there was so much bullying going on in one situation that a youngster committed suicide. And it just bothered me because I remember, again, I'm a very emotional guy, as you know, and a lot of people don't really know me. They know me. They think I'm 24/7 basketball. But my life, people that really know me, there's nothing more important in my life than my family. I live, my wife and my daughters and my grandkids. That's my whole life and my existence. But it triggered me to share my story as a kid, which I didn't think was bullying. But then I look back. I mean, there were times, I'm not saying I ever was thinking about committing suicide, but there were times I didn't want to go to school. There's times I didn't want to play ball because I couldn't control my eyes, Seth. My eyes used to drift on me. If I was looking at Seth Davis, I'd play a game with you. I would go like this, never look you straight, because you, if I look straight, would turn there and there wondering who I'm looking at. And it bothered me. And the one thing that really triggered me in terms of at ESPN, well, one day came out of the studio and the receptionist said to me, man, some people are so mean. And I said, well, what happened? She said, this guy keeps calling up, saying, we got to get you off the air because he can't tolerate looking at your eye. And oh man, it was like a knife. It brought me back to my days of a 10, 11, 12-year-old kid. Kids can be very mean at a young age. They can tease it. They don't realize it. I thought it was teasing. Hey, they said, Richie, who are you looking at, man? Can you see us? Richie, and it just hurt. And it hurt. And I'd go home and pitch a Little League. Hey, can you find the plate? Hey, can that kid find the plate with his eye? And things like that. And people don't realize that they're hurting you. Because, I'd always try to cover things up. I'd smile, even with my throat. Nobody really knew it was as painful what I was going through, other than my inner circle, family, and close people. But I remember how much that really, really hurt me. So it just triggered me. You know what? I'm at a stage in my life now, and I got such a great response from people who said it helped them. And I think I'm at that stage now, Seth. I was just telling one writer a little bit earlier today. I'm at a stage in my life, I want to give back. People ask me, why are you so obsessed about pediatric cancer? I went to 3 funerals in my area, 3 of little kids that died from cancer. I got to know their moms and dads. One of them, a coach here at Lakewood Ranch where we live, asked me to speak at the funeral. He played linebacker at Mississippi State. Big, strong, tough, African-American guy, man, as tough as can be. But he was brought to tears like a baby watching his little son battle that unbelievable disease. And I have spoken. I went to Washington Speakers Bureau, and I speak all over, corporate groups, black tie affairs, banquets. That was the toughest speech I ever had to give in my life, to stand in front of a mom and dad putting their child to rest. I hate that disease. I hate what it does to families. I watched the Wrights lose their little girl, Peyton. I watched recently a little youngster, Eddie Livingston. If people want to help me, just go to my website, dickvitaleonline.com, and you'll see little Eddie's picture. And Eddie used to always wear Superman. I had breakfast with him once, the broken egg, and his family were so optimistic, hoping he would beat that cancer. Well, he didn't beat it. And we went to the funeral service, my wife and I, and man, they had his Christmas gifts by his casket, and it just, right before Christmas, he passed away at the end of November. It tore my heart, but I'm trying to raise money now. I want to raise $250,000 in Eddie's name. And at my gala, which I'd love you have an open invitation to be a guest at it. Would love you to come. We have 800 people. We sell out, bring in 50, 60 celebrities. I would like at my gala to present to the mom and dad of Eddie a research grant in Eddie's name for All Children's Hospital in St. Pete to help other kids so he didn't die in vain. But I get to know. I called the other day. I think you'll get a kick. Well, not a kick, but you know what I'm talking about. Adrian Payne developed a love affair with this little girl, Lacey. Oh, she was beautiful. She is beautiful. She was at our event, 7 years of age. Talked to her dad the other day because I tried to stay in touch. I don't like just one call, forget him. And he gave me news I didn't want to hear. He said, Dick, please pray for Lacey. They think she has a tumor in her brain that is now causing swelling. It's putting pressure on her brain. She now has a tumor in the pelvic area. And my God, I can't even imagine. I know you're a dad and what it would be like to wake up every day and see your child 24/7. That's all it is you think about. The chemo, the radiation, tears your heart.
Well, listen, Dick, you're an unbelievable guy. You're great at what you do, but the passion, the work ethic, the empathy that you bring to your work and to your life, it's an inspiration for everybody. I don't know if people really realize how good you are to everybody in this business, certainly myself included. You've paved the way. Everybody wants their own Dick Vitale. You've created opportunities for somebody like me to take care of his own family just by talking about a sport that we both love. And you've been a mentor, but more important, Dick, you've been a friend. And I know a lot of people feel that way about you. And I can't thank you enough for being on the show today. I'm sorry we're not together in person, but I'm sure we will be soon. And I wish you all the best in everything that you do. And I thank you for being on the show.
Well, Seth, you're a talented guy, and obviously you're going to go a long way in life when I'm long gone. And just all I would simply say, I tell people now when I go speak, I talk about a journey from the 6th grade classroom to the Hall of Fame and the bumps and the bruises along the way, and you pick up the pieces. You know, the one thing I loved about doing that game the other day, about Jim and about Mike, the two coaches, and I said it during the telecast, because I happen to know them really well. Both guys are great family men. They're not just about basketball. They're family men. They extend hands to help people. I know they've helped me in a big way raise money for cancer, but they're more than just coaches. And that's what I love about people. People that didn't forget where they came from, are all about their family and doing the right thing. And you're certainly that way. Thank you so much for giving me a chance to share some of my feelings, because I think a lot of times people don't really get to know us in the world of television or whatever. But I've been very, very blessed, lucky guy.
Yeah, I am too, Dick. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks a lot, buddy.